Welcome to the Budhole. It's your chance. Do your dance at the Budhole.
Here's a hot take.
Guess who's back? Back again. Butthole's
Remember
back.
he was watching Cuties for
Tell
certain
your
research?
friend.
Oh, yeah. Gage was like,
Butthole
he's
coming
perfect
at you.
for it, too. It's like,
We just want to say before this thing starts, thank you so much to our loyal listeners, and here you go with another great Budhole podcast, brought to you by Starlamar, Brandon, Gage's Rage, and Scott on the Budhole Podcast Network.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Budhole Podcast. This is a movie review, episode number 147, and we're very glad to say that we have Star Lamar is back with us this week. He has concluded his QD's documentary research. He watched the movie, I think he said 11 times straight, and nothing but his underwear and a lot of sweat. So we're proud to have him back with us. The movie we did this week was picked by Gage, which we announced last week, Hubie Halloween, and it's about October 31st in Salem, Massachusetts, in a town's eccentric, devoted community volunteer and the good-natured object of his fellow citizens' derision and meanest pranks find himself in the midst of a real investigation for a real murderer. Gage's Rage, take it away.
Hubie Halloween. Hubie was quite a cool cat. I really enjoyed his thermos. That thermos was like a go-go gadget.
That's one of my favorite parts of the movie, was the thermos and all the shit that came out of it.
And I think that is about where the good things end.
it's the Swiss Army knife.
I mean, if I could have a thermos like that in real life, fuck yeah.
You didn't think it was funny where every time he got jump scared, he would yell, "Murder!"
The jump scares were comical because it's Sandler,
Yeah.
you know? And Sandler played it well.
No,
but
he didn't. That was a
played
very
it.
unlikable Sandler character. It was like he was trying to do Waterboy, but he wasn't doing it right.
I don't know if the movie landed quite right with you guys. It was kind of an ode to some of his movies done from the past.
Absolutely.
I have a list of the things I noticed.
Okay. I don't want to get too far ahead of where we were going here, but
There is nowhere to go after that thermos.
The thermos was, it was awesome, though.
The thermos is part of my list.
Go-go gadget thermos.
you want some soup?
And it's always got soup. Like,
I know.
And the other day, there's still soup in there.
He's fucking getting peppered with tomatoes in the hall, and he just pulls out an umbrella, and he's just chilling behind it.
What happens if you lose your thermos? I never lose my thermos.
Yeah, you like over.
Comes right back to him like a boomerang.
Star is ready to just hit some points here. He's so pissed.
The movie was not good. That was the biggest problem. So it started out with the nurse from Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
That was the first throwback.
Yep.
But I just want to bring this up. Did you guys think the movie was going to be? Did you watch the trailer?
I saw the trailer.
I did not
I
see the
didn't.
trailer.
I thought it was going to be more in line with like a Goosebumps.
A little bit more spooky, not so childish.
Not necessarily that, but not like a ode to Halloween and Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Like more like a supernatural.
Oh, like, okay.
Like, ghosts are coming, or like
Well-
maybe a little more geared towards children.
In defense of the movie, of the trailer for the movie, it didn't really tip its hand to what exactly it was going to be, though, in the trailer. So you wouldn't have got a good feel for what kind of movie it was going to be, even from the trailer.
I was expecting more supernatural stuff. Not the way it ended.
There was
Kinda saw it
supernatural.
coming.
There was a werewolf.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
Ish.
He was
Was it-
totally a werewolf,
He was
guys.
a crazy person.
He escaped from the psych ward.
Yeah.
He had fucking hair on his arms.
Hey, I have hair in my arms.
Not like patchy like that.
Well, if I
That-
shaved parts
That
of it.
was the funniest part of the movie, is when the two were sitting there, and then what you've been doing? Oh, I just pissed on a car, pissed on a yard. I think that was the only time I actually laughed out loud during the movie.
Just like there's nothing to it. Just pissing.
just been going around pissing. Because they made that seem scary. Like,
So the whole
he's targeting these places. He's like, no, I just pissed on stuff.
And then it's his mom the whole time because he's being
Yeah.
treated
But
poorly.
you knew that. Like, as soon as you realized they weren't the bad guy, the mom was the obvious person that was. And that also plays into Friday the 13th. Jason's mom is the killer in Friday the 13th.
The other ode to Friday the 13th was the action happened on Main Street, right? So he's walking down Main Street. The kids are all running, doing their Halloween stuff. Just kind of the whole Halloween vibe of Michael Myers walking down the Main Street. Kids are all running past him, by
and the
him.
person gets out of the mental institution
Yep.
and comes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did they ever explain how the mom, like, was able to ratchet the people back?
No.
Like, fly 20 feet back in the
It's
air?
just
That
kind
might have
of world
been
where
the only plot hole in the movie.
Must have been.
not the indestructible thermos that.
No.
That's not a plot hole.
He
That
got-
was well documented.
He got that shit from Elon Musk.
He built it himself.
They brought the O'Doyles back.
Yeah,
Doyle
like
family.
Doyle
Yep.
rules the kid, stupid shithead on the bike.
I said he is Bobby Boucher.
That's really what
to
it is.
The voice. The girl's name was Vicky Valentine, and the other one is Vicky Valancourt, is his girlfriend.
Oh.
In there, and the thermos on his hip, he always had the water on his hip. So I was like, he's basically Bobby Boucher in this movie, and he's a bedwetter.
Yeah.
That was another thing I pulled out of it. And both of them, Dubois and Boucher, they're both French names. I was picking up on these things.
A lot more than I was, apparently.
Yeah, that's a Billy Madison production there.
Yeah.
Happy Madison.
Happy Madison.
The girl was the girl from Happy Gilmore, his love interest, so they reused that. And then the only other thing I put is that kid can't ducking act. Fucking kid from Stranger Things is the worst actor I've ever seen.
Why does he get odes in all these different shows and movies?
I don't know, because I remember people were like hyping him up when Stranger Things came out too.
So now you've seen both, and you're well documented. You've seen both of them. What has
Which
better
one was the
child
kid?
acting in
The
it?
adult robot boy. Or
Um,
16-year-old.
The son.
Hubie Halloween
Oh.
or
With the girl.
Yes.
Cuties star? Which one has better child acting in it? Cuties or Hubie Halloween?
I might have to watch the other one again to fully
Cuties?
understand. Yeah.
Cuties? Okay.
In your underwear, get the same effect.
This is weird, guys. So everyone knows I've
You're
never
telling
watched
us.
that movie.
In his underwear.
I don't want you to get twisted.
Purely documentary reasons.
Did you watch Hubie Halloween in your underwear?
Yeah. It was my bedtime movie.
That's fair. I was just curious.
Must have taken a while to knock cuties out of your bedtime movie.
One funny thing from Hubie Halloween that had me geeking out was when he knocks on the door and all the kids are in the house, and I'm trying to remember if they open it or what. They're scared. They open it, and it's him as the storm's coming in, whatever. He's like, "It's time for me to save the day. But first, do you have a bathroom I could use?" And he's like, "Preferably one with really good plumbing. It's you got some reading material. It's going to be a while." Just so stupid.
Yeah, he threw that movie together. That was just a paycheck for him. Oh, Netflix is going to give me some money.
Well, you get the
I'll make one.
you get the kind of joke.
No.
You get the bit of the movie though. For him not getting a nomination for movie of the year with Uncut Gems, an Oscar, right? An Oscar, yeah. He said he was gonna basically just come out and do a spoof movie, and this was it. Just kind of as a big FU.
Uncut Gems wasn't that good.
But his acting job in it was very good. The movie wasn't very good. I would agree.
Yeah.
So,
What I took away from this was you should film a Halloween movie in the Halloween capital of the world. And Salem is not that.
There's been a lot of Halloween movies set in Salem.
Hocus Pocus.
so Salem, the
It's
reason...
the unofficial Halloween capital of the world.
It's more official than the one you're about to claim.
Does the sign, when you pull
Actually
into
not.
Salem, say Halloween capital of the world?
Oh yeah, it does.
Because
Anoka's
Anoka's does. It actually does.
It actually does. So Salem has got the witch
Anoka,
trials.
Minnesota, Halloween
All right,
capital.
The
I'm
witch
wrong.
trials and the murders of witches, which more so comes down to like ghosts and spirits and things like that. And I think
Yeah,
that's
about
why
80 years ago that
Yeah.
happened.
maybe 85.
85 years, yep.
And that's why I think a lot of these movies are set in Salem. That and there's just not a big market in Anoka.
Yeah. You got to pay taxes out your ass. It's
You didn't
crazy.
have the
Anoka
sisters.
Hennepin is fucking us.
What are the Hocus Pocus sisters' name?
I don't remember. I just watched that
Sanderson?
movie too. Yeah, the Sanders
Sanderson
sisters.
sisters.
Sanderson sisters. Yeah.
Oh, they were my neighbors.
It's the ode to Sanderson Street in Anoka.
Can we...
That's
what-
a good
what do you-
movie, by the
you
way.
Do you like it?
I like that movie.
I didn't like it when I was a kid. It's obviously kind of a phenomenon. There's like obsessive fans, cult status.
Yep.
I did rewatch it this last weekend. Didn't like it again.
Wait a minute. Is this a movie review in a movie review?
Kind of.
Well, let's just shoot our scores off quick for Hubie Halloween.
No, let's wrap up Hocus Pocus really quick.
It couldn't hold my attention. Couldn't no.
We're going deep into the subconscious of Star Lamar.
I didn't
Let's go
like
one
it.
deeper. How do you feel
movie
about
review is a
how
movie
Friday
review.
the 13th?
The original Friday the 13th. It's kind of hard to watch. Where were you going with Hocus Pocus?
Wake up!
Inception movie reviews.
I saw it as a kid too, and I never liked the movie. But I was never really into witches. Like that whole thing didn't really do much for me. I didn't.
I've
whatever.
seen your search history. You're
Witches
into
be
witches.
bitches.
That's my recent search history after rewatching Hocus Pocus. Okay, and then rewatching it Friday, I think it was Thursday night. I liked it a lot. I thought it's kind of witty. The dichotomy between the three sisters was funny. How they kind of beat up on each other, call each other idiots, whatever. All while they're trying to get the children so that they can live forever. I think it's a cute movie. I liked it.
That's the bitch with the curly orange hair.
Yeah, and then obviously the kids with the cat that gets a spell put on it to live forever, but it would be a cat. That's kind of a cool little. It's a good feel good movie. I like it. Now back to Hubie Halloween. Let's give our scores for Hubie Halloween.
I have a few things on it.
On Hocus
You've been
Pocus?
quiet for almost 11 minutes. Oh, you've seen Hocus Pocus?
I have seen Hocus
Nice.
Pocus.
Okay.
Double movie review.
Not a fan.
You don't like it?
Not a big fan of it.
Okay.
But back to Hubie Halloween. One thing it did touch on
So you had a couple things in this, not a fan.
was bullying.
So now we're back to the
It's
one
super
movie review.
realistic.
It played into bullying, and then it wrapped it full circle, and how the bullies have more, insecurity or self issues themselves that they try to project on other people. So I thought that was kind of a telling. It may be a moral of the story.
Found the moral of the story.
That was a good
Exactly.
feel-good part of the movie, too.
Yeah, where
He saved the day anyway.
he's like, I don't have any hair, and I was just like, that's just Scott. He's just a raisin.
That's only if I'm in a pool for a while, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
How,
He's
like,
not that
the
wrinkly.
dude's been living with his mom. He's a grown-ass man in his 40s. His mom's going to jail for attempted murder. What does feel good about that? Just because he gets to go
He gets the girl at
bork
the end.
Vicky Valentine?
He gets the girl at the end.
Yeah,
That's
that's all he
unrealistic.
wanted.
that was such a weird relationship that they had too. It was
I've loved him forever. You're this, like, hot single mom that everyone in the town wants, but you want this fucking doofus? Give me a break.
Sometimes it works.
Hubie Dubois is a fucking... He means nothing but well.
and
Cares
she-
about everybody.
She was a
He wets
doofus
the
too.
bed.
You better,
What
you better
Oh,
be careful.
you've
Hubie's
never
not here
had-
to save your ass.
You've never had too many drinks on Saturday night?
No.
Nope.
Where were you
Haven't.
last Saturday night?
Honestly,
I know I'm being mean, and Hubie's took enough beating already. But I also didn't think that the bullying was realistic.
Yeah, obviously when they're throwing toilets and
But just
bricks
as
at him while he's
adults.
biking around.
as a grown man, he was getting picked on everywhere by people his own age, people younger than him.
but it was a small town.
Yeah, he could just be the joke in the community.
Was it realistic when Waterboy was being bullied?
Yeah. They were all the same age. That was more like a classmate thing.
I want to say, too, regarding Adam Sandler, it's well documented that he's like one of the coolest rich guys. He's totally down to earth, super nice, treats everybody super well that like waits on him, waiters, waitresses, people on set. He's super, what do you call it?
Nice.
His crew, too.
We'll call it
Down
nice,
to
too.
earth.
But it doesn't matter if you're the cleanup crew for the set or if you're the director of the movie, which, I mean, he wasn't the director of this movie, actually. But
Maybe that's why it was bad.
he's just a totally down-to-earth dude. And another thing, his people that he has in all of his movies, he takes complete care of. When they could do movies with him, he gets them like new cars, buys them houses. Like, if you get in with Adam Sandler,
Are you talking about like Rob Schneider?
Schneider,
Nick Swartzen,
He bought them all houses?
Ben Stiller.
Ben
not
Stiller.
Stiller.
Rob Schneider
Yeah,
wouldn't have needed
Crazy
it.
Eyes.
What about Steve Buscemi? Yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Buscemi, yep.
Those guys, he takes complete care of his crew. So it's pretty cool. But with that being said, I just wanted
If
to
you're
make
in
sure
that
that was out
Happy
there.
Madison crew, it's a good crew.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Swartzen actually is, once you get in with Sandler, like, you're set. You might not become a billionaire, but you're set for life. You'll be able to be in movies, have a good time. He'll take care of you. You'll have a job doing what you love to do.
Do you think this would have been a good movie for Swartzen?
He could have been
In
a
the
role.
Kevin James character?
He could have been.
James was-
He could have been funny in the Kevin James character.
Could have been his partner or something. They don't
Yeah.
have to get rid of him. Well, he's... Or no, what was the cop show he was on? I'm
Reno
drawing a
911.
blank. Reno, yeah, he could just have been Reno
Eh.
911
Oh
character.
It's Terry.
Terry and Hubie Halloween.
Terry.
That would have killed.
See, I could have made a better movie.
Let's do a skit.
No.
Live?
Not live. No, Star will come up with a 30-second trailer for his
Yeah,
Halloween
you write
movie.
it, direct
I
it.
was just doing this thing, and this guy just came up to me. I don't know. It just happened.
I'm sorry, I was watching Cuties.
Dude, Terry, you got pubes literally in your mouth right now. Well, I don't know what happened between us, but he's a super nice guy. Very nice. You guys ever seen
I've
Reno
actually never
911?
seen Reno 911.
You guys have never seen it?
I've seen, it's like a
I haven't.
They're like,
a
Terry, you need to
20-year-old
quit.
TV show.
He's working at a fast food restaurant, and now we're doing another TV show review in a movie review. He's working at a fast food restaurant, and the cops come up to him. He's like, Terry, we've been getting reports of people jerking off in the customer's food. Is that something that you think you've been doing? No, absolutely not. They're like, oh, so the DNA match that we have with you, it's just a coincidence? Yeah, totally. I don't have no clue what you're talking about. They're like, what were you just doing when we told you to come out here? He's like, well, I was working out. Dude, it's so ridiculous. It's so stupid.
That show's
but I love
still
it.
on, isn't it?
They brought it
Quibi?
back on Quibi. Yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
they're doing like short 10 to 15 minute skits for Quibi. Quibi's actually super, it's cool. It's basically short films.
Heard it's failing, though.
It might be. But they've put out a lot of money to get big name actors on there.
They're
Yeah,
about to
that's why they're
skyrocket.
failing.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Reviews.
4.9.
I think this is going to be the most polarizing Butthole movie review
Because
yet.
you
'Cause Scott's a hard
vote
10.
to give it a 10 before we even watch the movie.
No, it's not a 10. I'll promise the listeners. It might be a 9.9, but it's not a 10.
I really like Ben Stiller coming back as the Hal. I love that character. You're in my world now, Grandma.
So what did Star give it, a 4.9?
4.9.
Without Hal,
It had
it's a
him.
5.5.
5.1. 5.1.
So based on the Butthole movie review standards, right? A 5.1 is what?
Might have tits.
No, yeah,
Yes,
4 through 6.
he nailed
my
it.
bad. Yep.
And anything 6 and over is what?
Are you going to try to...
6 through 7.
He's trying to
I don't know if you can
inflate the
average it out.
scores.
Well, there was no tits in it.
I know what my score is. I'm just trying to figure out a parameter
Once
for
Scott puts in his score, we'll put our real
I have
scores
to
in.
find it.
it.
6 through 7. Check it out.
Okay, and a 7 through what?
8 is great.
It's a 7.5. It's a good movie. I liked it. I found it interesting. It made me laugh in multiple parts. I think the quite literal...
I'm done.
It's not. It's it is not a check it out movie. It's great.
Yeah, it's a good movie. You should watch it for Halloween this Halloween
You gonna watch
season.
it again?
I think I will, actually. Yeah.
I'm calling bullshit.
Calling straight up bullshit on that.
Bye.
Gage is out.
I don't blame him. Fuck. 7.5.
What does that average out to?
5.75 is our average.
Okay, thank God.
And there are no tits, if you were wondering.
Yeah.
But that does wrap up the movie review. We did tease last week that we were going to do a serial killer chronicle, which we've gotten some pretty good reviews on, as well as movie reviews. People like the movie reviews. We will do a serial killer chronicle next week on the bit. So next Thursday it will post. And it's going to be on none other than the killer clown himself, John Wayne Gacy.
Do we
Killer
have
Clown.
another movie?
I think we
Why
did
couldn't
3
we give-
already today, so we'll just give it a little break. Come back in a couple weeks.
Why can't we give a movie tease at the end of next week's podcast?
Because what am I going to watch this week?
Fair point, Brandon. You should pick.
Scary movies.
The people want a movie review. That's why they come to the Butthole, along with sports and video games.
Well, we did get a request on Gmail.
We did.
So,
Is
Brandon,
it
I'll turn it over
widely
to you.
available?
No.
5.2 is what its IMDb score is.
So
we're right on.
5.75.
Fuck
we're,
yeah.
we're a little high, and
That's
that's mostly
Scott's
Scott.
fault.
But
Big
I'm not
Fish
gonna apologize.
Wasn't that good? Hubie
Heartless
Halloween.
Scott.
Great. Go watch it.
Yeah.
so
Falls for Hubie, but
here,
not the big.
let me ask you. Scott, just go with it. Hubie Halloween.
Just go with it.
Back to the Future. Hubie Halloween.
Back to the Future.
You thought about that way too
Oh my
fucking
God,
long, you
dude!
idiot.
Come on.
The Matrix or Hubie Halloween.
The Matrix.
you have The Matrix as a 1.5 lower. The
That's
Last
okay.
Days of American Crime or Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
Indiana Jones or Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
Blasphemy.
The Old Guard or Hubie Halloween.
That's a tough one. I like them both, but they're not the same. I'll go Hubie Halloween.
Oh
Well, you had them rated equal.
And I said it's a tough one.
It's still wrong. Inception or Hubie Halloween.
Inception. Inception's one of the best movies ever.
All right, last one. There's a couple good ones here. Let's go Power or Hubie Halloween.
Power?
Ooh, Power is the movie
Jamie
with the
Foxx.
pills.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Superpowers. Hubie Halloween.
Okay, well, this is where
There's
I'm done doing
only
movie reviews.
one movie that Hubie Halloween was better than on that list.
And
Last
that-
Days of American Crime.
Yep.
Pretty much. Is that how we all fall, or
Yes, I am. Well,
There was a bad one recently. What did I?
No, dude.
rank
What
bad
about the
recently?
movie that I gave?
Yeah, Scott's had a stellar
The
lineup.
one about the bats, the alien bats?
The Silence.
Yeah.
I'd watch The Silence again before I watched Hubie Halloween.
Because that one would probably be close.
The Silence came in at 625.
Yeah, fairly close.
What did Hush come in at?
Hush came in at 5975.
That's even better.
Barely above. So that'd be the most.
Hush isn't a rewatchable movie, though.
The
Hubie
Man-
Halloween is rewatchable.
The Man Who Killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot or Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
I will agree with that one.
The Hitler one
Score's
ranked
probably
higher.
that good.
Actually, Hubie Halloween, I think, is their second lowest
Hell yeah.
movie review.
Yeah, because you guys are overly critical during Halloween season.
I
Just
don't
enjoy
What-
it, man.
What's the scariest movie you guys have ever seen?
Based on the age that I was and when it came out, The Hills Have Eyes. That shit scared the fuck out of me.
Do you think you can still watch it and like remember being
How
that
scary?
scared?
Yeah. I can watch it now, but it sketches me the fuck out. Another one that scared the shit out of me when I was younger was The Sixth Sense.
That's a one-timer though.
Yep.
I really have nothing to say here.
You never
you
saw
don't
like
watch scary movies.
yeah,
That's right.
I've seen like Blade. That's pretty scary.
You guys, let's do it. The John Wayne Gacy. Let's just workshop this on air really quick.
That Killer Clowns from Mars.
The John Wayne Gacy episode
Have
will
you seen
probably
Blade?
only be a 25-minute
Shut the fuck
episode.
up.
Let's do a movie review next week. It's Halloween season.
Hell yeah,
Let's
let's
pick
get some
another
movies.
scary movie to watch. We'll pick
Okay,
a
wait,
scary
wait.
movie.
I actually just watched one
Annabelle.
literally last night. The Lodge. Have you guys seen it?
We can't watch it if you already
Don't
saw
do
it.
Don't do it.
So let's workshop something here.
Blade.
Blade was good. That's on
Brandon,
Hulu now.
talk about the movie that we got a request in on Gmail while we look up a scary movie.
Superfan listener, Paige, requested a movie called Guest House. It's on Amazon, but it's not Amazon Prime. It is a rental. Came out in 2020. It's starring Pauly Shore, Mike Castle, and something a Tea
Never
Garden.
heard of her.
Yeah, so essentially, it's a couple finds the perfect house.
You forgot the biggest celebrity.
Steve-O's in it,
Jesus
too.
Christ.
But he's not a big role.
But he's still in it.
So
You
you've
gotta-
seen it?
Tease it.
No, I've just seen the
Oh,
trailer.
really? Oh, really? So he's not a big role, but you haven't seen it?
Nope.
How
I
do you
haven't.
fucking know that? You gotta tease it.
Okay, Steve-O plays a role. But it doesn't seem to be a very big role. Okay, nonetheless, this couple decides to buy a house. They're getting married. They find the perfect house. The house is amazing on the inside. It's got an awesome pool, a pool house. The catch is they essentially have a squatter on the property that comes with the property, which is Pauly Shore. And the whole movie, in essence, is trying to get Pauly Shore out of there. He's a lowlife. He's a druggie. He's a partier. Like, he's passed out in their driveway when they're trying to pull in. He's doing the new drug called Flocka, which just apparently really fucks you up. And essentially, the husband and Pauly almost bond for a second, and then he tries to kick him out, and then they unbond, and then they're battling back and forth, clashing, trying to essentially fight for the house, the property, whatever. In the end, we're not really sure what happens. It doesn't really tease what's going on, but that's
Lots
the
of
movie.
funny conflict.
It's got a very Neighbors feel to it.
Absolutely. When you're listing Pauly Shore as the number one celebrity and Steve-O is also there, you know who to lead
So
with.
I have a scary
Steve-O
movie,
is
I think.
also in the movie. That's right.
Did Star come up with one or no?
I did find one.
Let's
I've
do it.
never seen it, but it's got good good critic reviews.
Okay.
The user reviews aren't as good. It's called Creep.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
It's actually not like a scary movie with like a killer or anything like that. It's about a guy who answers like an internet ad for someone looking for a videographer, and it's like a found footage movie, so kind of like Blair Witch Project. It's all like first person. It's got the guy from The League, Mark Duplass, is in it.
Okay, so then the other option would be the movie that I found, Apostle. What does that get for critic review? Like a 7-ish?
It's got a 6.3 on that, but it's got 89% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, this is in the same ballpark then. This has a 6.3, 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's called Apostle. It's 2 hours. London, 1905.
Oh, there it is.
Hour 17 only?
That's the winner.
Prodigal son Thomas Richardson has returned home only to learn that his sister is being held for ransom by a religious cult. Determined to get her back at any cost, Thomas travels to the idyllic island where the cult lives. As Thomas infiltrates the island's community, he learns that the corruption of mainland society that they claim to reject has infested the cult's ranks nonetheless, and uncovers a secret more evil than he ever could have imagined.
Is it a cult, though, or is it just like a different way of living?
Which one do we want, Creep or Apostle?
Give me 40 minutes less in Creep.
It is Stars Week.
Hell yeah.
All right, and this
Creep
is my first pick that I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, really?
So this is new for me.
So the Butthole will have a movie review next week on Creep, which we will drop Thursday or Friday.
Hey, maybe we might even add a couple bonuses.
We'll have a serial killer breakdown.
I thought you were going with boners, but...
Look for it next week.
That's a given.
Anywhere podcasts are found. With that being said, thanks for checking out the show, and
go jerk off.
Bye.
I kind of want to watch the trailer for this now.
So...
We're going to watch like a family movie.
Okay.
Me and my parents. We ended up watching Us.
So Justin Jackson, 6 points. Josh, no.
Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Budhole. Check us out on Twitter as well, @officialbudhole, Instagram, @officialbudhole, TikTok, @officialbudhole. And if you have questions or comments, email us at officialbudhole@gmail.com. Also, make sure to check out our Teespring website where we have sweatshirts and t-shirts, and our website itself where we post blogs and whatnot. Both of the links will be posted in our description for the episode. Please leave a rating on whichever platform you're listening on, as well as make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can continue bringing you the great content we create, as well as make it even better for the future. We love you all. Peace out.